All right, everyone. We are having a look at the Xbox 360 store before it closes in 1 week. Today is July 22nd, 2024. This is kind of just a preservation video and a bit of a farewell. Where are we going to start? We're going to start with A, because why not? Kingdom for Keflings, Aces of the Galaxy. Got a lot of great games here. Alice Madness Returns, that's a great game. So, yeah, I mean, it's shutting down in a week. No one should be surprised by this, really. I mean, we all knew it was coming eventually. I think it is unnecessary, and I think it's definitely sad that the 360 store is closing. Again, I think it's completely unnecessary. But it is what it is. It is what it is. There is a bit of a big sale going on with a lot of games. Now, some games their price didn't budge at all. I think I saw something like Arkham City got marked down to like less than $1 or something. Let's see here. Internet's being a little slow. $4.99. Okay, I am very badly mistaken on that then. Yeah, a lot of good games here. The sad part is, like, the ones that have physical copies, they're going to live on, of course. But the digital only ones that weren't released on other platforms, like, I don't know, Blade Kitten, I know that isn't on Steam. I don't know if it's on PlayStation or not. I bought it a while back. It's a meh game. But something like that is just going to be, it's just going to be gone. I mean, unless it's on PlayStation, I don't think it is, but that's an example of a game that's just going to be gone. It's not on Steam. Now we know someone's going to be like, oh, well, you can just emulate it. Not necessarily, because there aren't emulators for every single game out there. Now, some games got marked on sale, but it's just some pathetic sale, like Blood Drive, this absolutely horrendous game. $14.99. Like, that should be its base price, and its sale price should be like $1.49. But that's greedy Activision there for you. Yeah, a lot of good games. I think Bulletstorm. I have that one physically, so I didn't bother to buy it. But I think it got marked down to like less than $2. I think, yeah, $1.99. There's Bulletstorm. I know this game got marked down to like 49 cents. Burnout Crash. I bought that. Yeah, the Cars games. Who doesn't like Cars? I don't know why the Cars movies weren't that popular. I mean, other than the first one. The first one was great. The other ones, okay, yeah, I admit that. They weren't very good. Crackdown, now those games are just straight up free, Crackdown 1 and 2, and they are backwards compatible. Any backwards compatible game, obviously, you will be able to continue to buy in the Xbox One store. Technically, you will be able to still download anything that's backwards compatible. You just buy it on the Xbox One store, and then you go to your purchase history on your Xbox 360, and you'll be able to download it there, because they're not shutting down Xbox Live services yet. If I had to take a guess, it's something related to backwards compatibility, and they can't like completely just shut it down. If I had to guess due to that, I really don't know all the specifics, of course. I know this game got marked down to like $2.99. Physical copies of this game have gotten really expensive. So if you've been wanting to play it, there you go, $2.99. I have it on Steam personally. I haven't played it yet, but I do have it. Dead Island, that got marked down to like 74 cents, I think. So there's something you might want to check out if you like zombie games. I have the definitive edition on Xbox One. This is going to be sad to see the Dead or Alive 5 DLCs going away. All the other ones are compatible on modern consoles, but not Dead or Alive 5, because they had, what was it called? Dead or Alive 5 Last Round or something like that on next-gen consoles. All these three Dead Rising games got marked down to like $2, I think. I ended up buying Dead Rising 2 off the record. Dead Rising 2, I have that one physically. Dead Rising, I have that one on Steam. They got marked down really cheap. $1.99. I think I paid more for that when it was on sale on Steam, actually. Deadly Premonition, I think that's like $20. Physical copies are pretty expensive. So that's something to look into if you like horror games. I bought Death Spank. That got marked down to like $1.49 or something. Destroy All Humans, Path of the Foron. That's like $5, I think. Yeah, $4.99. The Devil May Cry games. I know the HD collection got marked down to like $2. I think Devil May Cry 4 is also only like $2. Yeah, a lot of Capcom stuff. Capcom is they're treating us well, with this closing sale. They've marked a lot of stuff down. Other companies either haven't done anything or haven't done much. Konami, they put a few games on sale, but it was mostly just smaller titles and anything put out by Capcom that got any real discount. Because it appears that Capcom actually likes money. All these other companies are like, nah, they're going to have to pay full price. And it's like, dude, the store's closing in a week. Just get what you can while you can. Fatal Inertia. I've heard physical copies of this game go upwards of like $100. $20 for it digitally. I've heard it's just a meh game, but physical copies are upwards of 100. Feeding Frenzy. That's a fun game. Final Exam, that got marked down real cheap. I bought it a while back and I still haven't played it. But yeah, it is definitely sad to see all this. I mean, this whole storage closing down. I mean, it was such a big part of my childhood. It is sad to see it going away. Browse games, free to play now. Out of all these, the only one you can actually download anymore is Frozen Freefall Snowball Fight. For these, you just can't download these for whatever reason. Ugh. Call of Duty games. Black Ops 2 is the best COD game of all time, in my opinion. I don't know why the COD Ghost picture there isn't. It's squashed for some reason. What else we got here? I know Halo Reach was like delisted, but you can still buy the DLCs for it. I have it installed off the disc. Halo Reach was the best Halo game in my personal opinion. Now, this is something that I find interesting. I'd noticed this before. If you go to new releases, it says the newest game released on the console was Dead Island Riptide, which is not true. It was Just Dance 2019 and not Dead Island Riptide. Yeah, on demand, arcade, featured, all this is it's going away. Most popular arcade game, I believe that is Minecraft. I mean, it's the best-selling game of all time. Yeah, there you go, best-selling game of all time. Of course, it's the most popular arcade game. Pinball FX2. I like pinball. Who doesn't like pinball? Oh, it's free. Okay, I'm going to have to grab that later. I've only had the opportunity to use a real pinball table once in my life. It was at a small arcade in Poland. They had 2 pinball tables. I like pinball. But I'm going to have to come by and grab that later because it's free. Resident Evil Revelations 2 Chapter 1 is free. So if you just want to download that, that's free. Doritos Crash Course, that is free. Frozen Free Fall, that's free. Apparently this is the only console where you can still buy Gotham City's Imposters. It did not have a digital release. I don't think it was on PlayStation, and it got delisted off of Steam. So that's the only place you can actually buy that. Harm's Way, that's free. Portal. Slender the Arrival, that game was meh. Plants vs. Zombies, great game. Great game there, y'all. Aegis Wing, that one's free as well. A lot of good games here, y'all. A lot of good games. So let's go take a look at On Demand. What's the most popular On Demand game? Mirror's Edge. I find that hard to believe, but okay. Of course, the Call of Duties, GTA 5. I know Black Ops 2 is still somewhat active with the multiplayer, if you don't mind the lobbies being filled with hackers. It's definitely not what it was back in the day. Now it's just like the amount of hackers there are is just so it's just so absolutely ridiculous. Like the first game I played in like several years, and I just spawned in, and some dude had just spawned in like 100 care packages everywhere. And I'm like, really, bro? And and I've installed off disk. And another match I played, there was this guy. He was just killing everyone, but he was just like you could tell from the kill cam. He was just spinning in circles and shooting his gun. And literally, as soon as you spawned in, you would just die. And people were dropping out of the game left and right because he was just cheating. Don't be a cheater, y'all. Don't be a cheater. Fallout 3, that's a great game. A lot of good memories with that one. Garden Warfare, I think that got marked down to like 99 cents. I have it physically on Xbox One. $1.99. Okay, close enough. Close enough. Still a good price. I think I paid like $5 for my physical copy. You know, technically speaking, there was no actual reason for them to stop putting games on the 360. Because every now and then, a game is still put out that you could tell, yeah, the 360 could have handled it, but they just don't put it out like a game that comes out tomorrow, actually, Conscript. I mean, a DS could handle that thing. All you have to do is look at it and you'd be like, yeah, a DS can play that game. But because, 360 just got phased out, of course, it's not being released on 360. But it's definitely sad to see it go. So, what more can I say? It was a huge part of my childhood. The Xbox 360, in my opinion, best console of all time. Not trying to start any argument. That's just my personal opinion. I want to play this game eventually, but I do not have a Kinect. I've seen some gameplay footage of it, and it looks fun. It looks fun. Let's take a look at themes. Now, the reason we're going here is I was just going through here last night, and there's a lot of free themes out there. The NFL ones, you do have to pay for those, but there's like a lot of free themes here. You just kind of just have to look through there for yourself and see which ones are free and which ones are premium. Like this here, I'm just taking a wild guess. That looks like it'd be something that's free. Yep, there you go. FIFA 19. I never played FIFA. Now, I myself, I'd taken advantage of this sale. As you can see, now some of these games are installed off of disk, like American Wasteland. That was delisted probably over a decade ago. But as you can see, I've taken advantage of the big sale they got going on. Again, but some of these are again installed off disk, like Dead or Alive 5 and Dead or Alive Ultimate. Those are or DOA 5 Ultimate. There it is. Those are installed off disk. But I think we're gonna wrap things up there. I'd like to hear your thoughts down in the comments. I don't really have much else to say. It's sad to see it go. And I wish they weren't shutting it down, but it is what it is. All good things must come to an end. You know the saying. And let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Always remember that Jesus loves you. And for anyone new here, I mostly play, review, and discuss zombie and horror games with occasional other topics. If that sounds interesting, maybe check out some of my other videos. Always remember that Jesus loves you. Peace.